What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hops Geek News. Or maybe this might be our only fans. I don't know. Lauren has a pillow of Soldier Boy that she is sitting with, and we'll see what happens as the show goes on. But we are going to talk about Gen V Season 1. We're going to recap it for you today because Season 2 is getting ready to come out on September 17th, the long awaited Season 2, that is. And yeah, so we'll be talking that. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow on Hops Geek News anywhere you get your social media, your podcast, all that good stuff. And, that's how the podcast will grow. Join the Discord, join our groups, hang out. We typically talk a beer of the week. We go into what we've been reading or watching, some news and main topic. You can find everything timed out in the notes. And I'm drinking soup juice from the Family Business Brewing Company today. Yes, Lauren sent me this. I saved it. I saved it for this moment. You
Aw,
said I
I
have
wish
to
I
drink it
had
on this
saved it.
episode.
I
And
didn't save
I'm
one.
drinking Jensen Ackles liquids. You're just sitting with the pillow. So, who
It's
wins?
funny though. I am drinking out of my soup juice glass, so I can
Hey,
pretend it's soup juice, and
look
I
at
have
us.
my little Soldier Boy. So I'm
Yeah,
actually
instead
drinking
you're
Space
drinking cider.
Wizard. I am
Oh,
drinking Sideward.
I love Space Wizard though. Space
They're the
Wizard is a good one. I like that one.
It's a fantastic one. They're the unofficial sponsor of this podcast.
At this
Well, I have
point, he hasn't drank anything that wasn't Space Castle in weeks. So I guess we kind of have to, we should reach out and be like, hey guys, we love you. I guess. I don't know.
They know I love them. They actually wished us
Fair.
a happy 5-year anniversary when I tagged them. They said,
Oh
"Wow,
my
5
goodness
years."
gracious. That's kind of a big deal. No big deal. I know a half a decade we've been doing this podcast, man, and we are on episode 287. Look at
That
us.
is that is great. And we've
We're
done
on
way
it.
more than that because we've done a lot of bonus
Yeah, we're like
months. We've
close to
done a lot of
400 by now.
creators. Yeah, a lot of lives. But yeah, I am drinking Space Wizard, which is a fantastic New England IPA. Josh and Eric and I had lunch there last Friday, and before Josh went to cash out, he's like, "Do you want me to get some beers to go?" And I just stared at him like,
Is that a question?
"Yeah, Josh, duh.
Is water wet, Josh?
Water wet."
Duh.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
have my Soldier Boy pillow
Superboy. All
behind
right.
me that my
I know
13-year-old so
he's just
kindly gave
staring
me
into
for
my
my
soul here. It's
birthday.
fun. I love it.
It is a
Well,
little creepy,
before we go into
but he
all
makes
that,
a cameo in Gen
he
V.
does. He does. Let's talk about what we've been reading or watching. I start here this week with Aquaman issue number 9 from
Ooh.
Rex Locust, John Timms, Jeremy Adams. I really enjoyed this. It's this next start of the new arc, and Aquaman really has some new powers. He also fights Superman in this because of reasons. It's very brief, but Aquaman's showing off his powers, and there also starts with the funeral for Mira. So pretty somber there.
Oh, yeah,
We got
'cause she
Absolute Batman
got
issue number
real
12.
old. I
This
haven't
one
read
is
that
good as
yet.
well. Okay, well, I won't spoil it, but they are doing some really cool stuff with the villains that they're going to be bringing up at Bruce's friends and villains. So this is a must grab. Every month is absolutely a must grab. This one I think more people should get turned on to. It's Batman Gotham by Gaslight, a League of Justice. Andy Diggle and crew, Rob Williams, Leandro Fernandez, Matt Hollingsworth. This is a period piece that has the Justice League assembling, and it's really good. Now, Zod's going to be the big first bad, but they're introducing characters really smartly. The team's really coming together. They're doing a lot of detective work right now, which I think is a side of the Justice League that's pretty cool. But they still have their essence, if you will, within them. I got Redcoat at number 14. This is my monthly as well. This is my comfort comic. People have comfort
Huh.
TV shows. This is definitely my comfort comic book. Whenever I don't know, it's just so much fun. It's a fun, lighthearted adventure. Like the artwork is always so good. Simon is just he's not just he's a very complex character. And also the fact that I really love history and they do a lot of fun historical moments. Like this month's issue is about the White House burning down and he saves the big painting that we all know of George Washington. And that plays
Oh,
into the
that's cool.
story a bit. So everything
Yeah,
is steeped in actual history, but they play with it a little bit. So check that out.
right.
And then last thing, what's up?
I just said I was nodding with you
Ah,
like,
my
"That's
bad.
cool. I like it."
My last one is Benjamin Percy's long awaited, highly
Tease them.
anticipated Punisher issue number 1, the Red Band. I've read it, but I haven't taken, I mean, I did the review with Megan and Michael from nerdinitiative.com, but I
Ooh,
haven't
a
taken this one out.
3-person review. Must be
Yeah.
really good.
I haven't taken this out, but I can tell you right now, it's bloody, it's gruesome, it's very
That's
good
cool.
because you get to see one bad guy who doesn't get shown enough love, and then Kingpin's also personally getting his hands dirty. So when Kingpin's out there doing it himself, it's never going to end well. But yeah, this is not for kids. No, this ain't oh my god. But it's nice to see Frank with the Punisher again. He's taking it back, man. So
Yeah, good. Making it his
that's
own
what we got.
again.
I feel like I might have read something else, but I don't remember right now. I probably did. Superman Kryptonite. Oh yeah, the new Superman Kryptonite Spectrum issue number 2 is really good. Superman essentially injects himself with a new kryptonite. He becomes really big, large, and then Lex Luthor is just a comic book villain, injects him with red kryptonite, so he becomes a big angry kaiju. And that was a pretty good one. And their relationship with Batman and Superman in that one, there's a lot of cool, deep, dark, deep depths. Jeez, I can't speak today. But that's what I've kind of done for Nerd Initiative. Check it out there. What you got?
So I actually didn't review any comics this week because I've got a lot of shows I've been reviewing
Oh,
lately.
that's right. What have you been watching that people can get moving for?
Well, I did catch up on Wolverine, and there's a new Wolverine by Chris Claremont that takes place
Oh,
in the past. So I did enjoy both of those. I really like Wolverine. It's not about Wolverine, it's about Daken, who's actually he goes by Akihiro because Daken was actually a slur given to him. So it's Wolverine's son, but he died at the end of the Benjamin Percy run that was, 50 issues that they ended a couple years ago. So he died at the end of that, courtesy of Sabretooth on Wolvie's birthday. And then this demon brought him back to life, but he's very much so like Wolverine. He still struggles with that. Like he is a good person, but he doesn't think he's a good person. So it's been kind of cool. Mephisto's in it. So I'm really liking that.
Say it again.
So I messed up. Last week I thought I had watched the finale of Dexter. I did not, because the finale of Dexter was this.
What a surprise. That's a wonderful surprise to think you finished a show and then you're like, oh my gosh, a happy accident. It's one more episode.
It wasn't because how it had ended before, I was like, wow, that was a hell of an ending. But also,
oh no, did they ruin the ending?
Season 2? No. I just thought there's definitely going to be a season 2 with how it ended. I thought it was a great ending.
Is there not going to be a season 2 now?
I don't know. There might be. They ended it where there could be and there couldn't be.
Oh man, I don't like that.
But it was good. I enjoyed it. Obviously, he's killing it. No pun intended. I should have intended the pun. Dexter, Michael C. Hall is killing it. It was a great season. So many amazing cameos. And at first I thought this is too many celebrities, but it didn't take away from it. It was fantastic. So one of the shows I did review last week, obviously we have Peacemaker. There's a new episode of Peacemaker out.
There is.
3 and 4 is out now. So that's just getting better and better. And have you heard the theories? I did not know that there was.
They think spoilers.
Nazi world.
Okay, well, I guess I won't be counting down. Yes, apparently the rumors, and I had a feeling.
But I didn't know that existed in the DC universe.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. I'm not too sure that it. I mean, it's a multiverse, right? The multiverse, you can kind of just do whatever you want, and it would fall in line with the fact that his dad's still alive. So in season 3, Chris immerses himself in fancy clothes that I don't know how he fought in those leather pants, but he moved and he grooved in those leather tight pants, looking like he was entering a Miami club. All right. And so, yes, he kind of saves the day. Amelia Harcourt is swooning over him again. They're falling back in love. We also see a very goofy Rick Flag Jr. in this episode.
It's hilarious. It's so different than we're used to. But I mean, that's the nature versus nurture argument. Like, how different would you be with a different upbringing?
It is. And then, so he saves the day from these basically eco-terrorists, economic terrorists, whatever you want to call them. And
they were going to blow up a shop with a pet shop in it. So it's right away, you just assume these got to be bad guys.
They're the bad guys. A lot of people are noticing there are no people of color in this earth. And also, his dad's a Nazi and a racist in their other world. And his suit is interesting still. It's very White Dragon still. So I mean,
well, in the theories of they're like, oh, you're not taking pills again. Like those theories of he had issues with that. So it'll be very interesting. So yeah, the first 4 episodes are out now. And, James Gunn didn't give anybody the last 3 episodes. So nobody knows how this is going to wrap up except for the people that worked on the show.
That's true.
But when I heard that theory, I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. And that's also really sad. And also are they going to go and save this world? So we shall see. Daryl Dixon came out, so I reviewed the first episode. By now the second episode just dropped last night, so that second episode review should be up there as well.
Yeah, how is are you liking it?
I'm liking it, but the first episode was kind of like the trailer. So the trailer, because we all know that they end up in Spain, but last we saw them, they were going into the
I actually did. You said it before.
well, and they had even talked about it, I believe, at New York Comic Con. They had mentioned that they would be in Spain, but the
Fair.
end of season 2 and season 3 was going on at New York Comic Con last year. So the end of season 2, they're like walking into the tunnel, and then you see them, you see Big Ben. So they're in London in this episode, which is
Oh,
really cool to see all these like big famous things like just completely in apocalypse form. Like it's still absolutely gorgeous. Everything's overgrown, which is just makes it so beautiful. And just to see how different countries reacted and everything is really cool. I
yeah.
won't say how they end up in Spain, even though I think that is actually in the trailer. But they do end the first episode in Spain. And so now we will see, because obviously whenever you get to a new place, you don't know if people are good or bad.
That's true.
Sometimes it's
That is,
both.
and it's humans, right? Everybody is good in their own way, but is evil in other ways. You're always somebody's villain. And so it'll
Right,
be
and
interesting to see how it
sometimes,
goes.
like, what are you gonna do to protect your own? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes, you're quick to and obviously Rick and his people have seen that a lot, but they are trying to make their way home. So that is their goal, is to get back home.
I, you just reminded me, I watched one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, please tell us more about that. We have to
The
watch
movie
that.
I posted in the Discord the other night
Oh,
about, it's basically Popeye, right? But these group of teenagers go and there's a meteor shower and this
is he eating
guy, his
spinach?
old guy, no, he's smoking his pipe, this fishing, and a piece of this meteor goes into his pipe. He smokes it. He
He
turns
put
into
that in
this
his
big
pipe and smoked
buff
it?
Popeye murderous machine, but they very
Toot toot.
poorly like CGI'd his face. It's very video gamey. There was no budget for this, to be fair, and it just looks really bad. And
This
the
isn't
acting
really a
was really
Popeye
bad.
spinoff like Screamboat Willie, is it?
I mean, it is kind of Popeye, but
I mean, does Olive Oil show up?
well, Olive Oil is the main character girl in this. That's her name, but like they don't
Oh,
have a
so it is a
relation.
Popeye movie.
But they don't have a relation, right? And it's just really
What?
bad. And I don't recommend, but it was, and they're making a second one, and it was just really bad.
It's not part of the Pooniverse, is it?
No, no, no. No, it's not. Speaking of
Oh
which,
my.
Screamboat is now out on Peacock, so I do need to watch that this weekend. But yeah, not very good. But anyways, on to some news. Tron Ares is in theaters October 10th. I can't say that I'm excited. I don't care about Tron, and I definitely don't care about Jared Leto. So
The movies were good.
they're
I've seen them both once.
like Avatar to me. They do nothing.
Maybe
They're
I've
just
seen the
ooh,
original
pretty
twice.
colors. That's kind of all it is to
I don't
me,
I
I
you know,
guess.
I never wanna watch Avatar and then I'll get put on and I'll get sucked in and watch the whole
Oh
thing.
my God, you're the problem. Okay. I'm
I've
tired of
only
people
seen
telling me I'm the
I've only
problem
seen,
today. You're
like,
the
once.
problem.
But and I wait for Disney Plus now.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, I have no interest in this. Now, I do have interest in Man of Tomorrow that begins filming in April. Fun fact. And it's more of a Lex Luthor Superman team up, James Gunn said today, which is going to be really, really interesting. It comes out July 9th, 2027. So we are feasting. Okay. 2027, first and foremost, great year for movies because the Bluey movie is also out in August of 2027. Allegedly, the Batman 2 is coming out in October 2027. Uh, an Avengers movie, maybe, I think might be coming out that year too. But we get Superman, and then Clayface is filming
Spider-Man.
right now. That'll be out. Spider-Man's next year.
No, Spider-Man, the
Oh,
Miles
oh,
Morales
I'll
is
believe that. That
2027.
one I
It
don't believe is
happens.
that. That and the Batman too. I don't believe are ever coming
Hmm.
out. But yeah, so I'm really excited, man. The fact that Lex Luthor is going to have to team up with Superman, it's going to be pretty good. I'm pretty
I
into
always like
that.
when the villain and the hero team up when they have, like, a common enemy.
Yeah, I
It's
wonder
always
if it's
fun to
gonna be
see.
Brainiac. That's who I'm kind of thinking is a
Oh,
big enough villain that both of them would have to team up for brains and bronze, maybe? I don't
right.
know, but I'm here for it.
It's just fun to see. Like, "Oh, I always hated you, but I respected you, and now we have
Yeah.
to team up." So Dogma is once again back in theaters, this time in
Ooh,
40X, and that
that's right.
actually starts today on September 15th. So if you didn't get to see it last time, I can't there I mean, there's not too much action that would warrant
I was
40X, but, I
wondering
mean,
what
why
is
the hell
gonna
not, I
happen.
guess.
Are they gonna blow smoke in your face and get you high? Because 'Cause I'm down. It's just
Maybe
like a poor all the legal states, there is a
your
worker that
state
walks
yeah, I
around
was
the
gonna say your
40
state
and they
allows it.
hotbox the theater real good for you.
I mean, for Kevin Smith movie, I wouldn't be surprised if people are doing that anyways.
Oh, yeah, for
Live
sure.
action Lilo and Stitch is on Disney Plus if
I
you
watched
waited
it.
for
I didn't mind it.
that. Yeah, I didn't care for Jumbo, but I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, the ending made sense, but it was whatever. I didn't get as mad about the ending as everybody else kind of did. I, at the end of the
Kaylee's
day, like it really made sense.
it did make sense. One part of it did make sense, but I feel like they could have done it in a way that wouldn't have made people upset. And I don't want that's all I'm going to say because it's brand new to
Yeah,
Disney Plus. So I don't
I'm
want to
with you
ruin it.
there. I'll agree that. So that's what
So
we
that's
got.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's all we got.
let's roll into some Gen V season 1 recap. We will be right back as Lauren gets to nerd out a bit about Gen V. I watched like the first half of the season. Preface that I will talk. We'll get into that. Be right back. We're back. Surprise. Surprise. We are back. I do remember as I was watching a recap video on YouTube. I don't remember who I watched. I just Googled Gen V recap or YouTube Googled whatever. And I don't, sorry, but
I rewatched all of it and I
I'm
took
glad you
notes.
did.
So
I
you
had no
guys
time.
are in safe hands.
Yeah, but I remembered a bit of it though as I was watching it, such as Maria's powers with the blood. I remembered Clancy
It's hard to forget.
Brown. He
Yeah.
was in it briefly. Was that Patrick Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
okay,
before
so
White
okay.
Lotus.
And then I remembered
Yeah.
the girl's hand. No hand there. Then I do remember Homelander showing up, but there's
What
bits and
kind of
pieces I
animal
remember
are
a lot
you?
of because didn't was her name Emma? Did she really? She shrunk down and went into his. She would do some sexual things. I remember that when she shrunk down. The
Yeah,
guy was
I
really
did.
into that.
Yeah. The
All
one
right. Well,
guy
I'll let
that made
you
her
start from there.
yeah,
We'll
he
talk
was a
about it as we go
creature.
through the episodes. Yeah, there was some weird stuff that I remembered half of it. So
Little
without
cricket.
further ado, go on in.
All right, so Gen V does take place between the boys seasons 3 and 4. So this is post Soldier Boy season. So Soldier Boy has
Ooh.
just been taken down by Queen Maeve and they put him back on ice. Okay, so episode 1, God You. It's a flashback. Marie's parents are watching A Train become the first black member of the Seven, and this means that racism is now over. They actually say that. Marie doesn't feel well, so she heads to the bathroom. It's her first period. Oof, that sucks. Her mom walks in, and she's killed by the blood. Dad walks in. Marie screams, and Dad's head explodes. That stinks. Present day, Marie is ready for college, living in an orphanage when she finds out she got into Godolphin U. She's told, quote, don't F it up, because kids like her become heroes or they get locked up and thrown in basically a loony bin for soups. A very sheltered Marie heads to Godolphin U and meets her tiny little roommate, Emma. She lies about being an orphan at first. So, again, I mentioned this is post season 3. You actually see on the news that Queen Maeve has passed away. Emma and Marie go to watch Golden Boy work out because that's the thing to do. We see him talking with Kate, and he's telling her that he's been having nightmares about trees. And of course, at this point, if you don't know you're about Gen V, obviously we're going to spoil the whole season because we're recapping it. So obviously Kate is on their side and making him forget, but we don't know that at this point.
Right.
So that's what I love going back and rewatching these shows because then you're like, oh my
Well, yeah,
gosh,
because
he's a
the
good liar.
whole season at first you're sitting there and Kate really is you're sympathetic towards her.
Mm-hmm.
As I was watching the recap, I was like, that's right, Kate. Because
Is the
you
bad guy.
forget, yeah, she's the bad guy because those two at the end obviously side with Homelander and they show up in the last season of The Boys.
Yeah.
Sorry, I guess spoiler alert, but if you're listening to this.
Well, at the end, I'll have some of the stuff that's relevant in The Boys season 4, but I'll give you that spoiler at that point. But yeah, they do show a couple of them do show up in The Boys. So Marie goes to talk to Professor Brink, which is Clancy Brown, about her schedule, and she meets Jordan, who is apparently the one that actually rejected her from his class. So Marie makes her case, no luck. Jordan makes the comment that she doesn't even have an Insta. How could you not have an Insta, Marie? Marie is wandering around the campus at night and sees a kid trying to run from the cops, and he's destroying stuff like crazy. She's told the guy is tweaking on meth, so Marie tries to stop him.
Oh my God,
and
it
he
was
says
Sentry.
he's not going back to the woods. They do unfortunately get this poor kid, and it's actually Golden Boy's little brother, Sam. They lock him back up. The woods is just wallpaper that Sam can see as he's locked up. Emma and Marie try to make new friends. They recognize Emma from Fun Size with Little Cricket. Remember, she like plays with her hamster and stuff.
Oh,
But
that's right. Yeah.
because all the soups are either there to be crime fighters or to be entertainers. So Marie wants to be a crime fighter, and they're like, "No, you're going to be an entertainer. You're going this direction, even though that's not what she wants."
I mean, not to. She has a valid point. She can mess with people's blood. That doesn't really scream entertainment to me, but
No, but at this point, Marie still doesn't know
that's right.
exactly what
She
she's
wasn't sure what her
capable
power
of.
was. That's right. That's right.
But I mean, she knows she can move blood, and she does move blood, and she train. You even see her like training by herself, but she doesn't know that she basically has Newman powers at this point.
Right.
Finds that out. All right, so
She
Luke
does.
is talking with Brink. Brink tells him he's going to the Seven. Andre sees Marie and asks her about the kid from the night before, and he invites her to go out. So Marie, Andre, Kate, Jordan, and Golden Boy head out. So these are all the main kids that are going to Godolphin U. So these are
Yeah.
all college kids. She actually tells Luke her parents died. And she lies about it though. At first she lies about it, then she comes and tells him the truth. He tells her his brother died, which he thinks his brother is dead, but we obviously know he's not. Marie says she's there to try and prove to her sister that she's something because her sister was none too pleased when she killed her parents. Luke tells her heroing ain't all it's cracked up to be. Then they go to a club. Kate uses her powers to sneak them in,
Party
and they're
in the
all doing
club.
a lot of drugs. I don't know if
I
Soups can handle more drugs than normal people. I guess would make sense.
mean, that probably is a matter of your power, I guess, right?
Yeah, if you have like healing powers, like
Yeah,
Wolverine's like liver
abilities.
metabolizes quicker.
Super strength. I mean, speed. Of course, you're metabolizing quicker as well.
Yeah,
So
that's true too. Yeah, makes sense. I wonder if she can I guess she can't control blood. She can just like make it burst. I was gonna say, can she sober up her blood alcohol
oh,
level? Okay,
that would.
anyways. So they're dancing. All of a sudden, Luke sees a flash of the woods. Andre is then hitting on a girl with his powers. He makes some little ice thing or whatever. Somebody bumps him. This little bird flies off, nicks somebody in the artery. She's bleeding out. Marie manages to reverse the blood and actually saves her. Everybody's watching. It goes viral. Back at the dorm is when Emma, which you were just talking about, she hooks up, but the guy wants her to get little. And that's when we learn she has to go puke to make herself little. And he's doing this so he can make his pee-pee look very big. All right, next day, Brink wants to see Marie. He expels her. She's getting the hit to protect the others. So she's being forced to take one for the team because that's what heroes do. Back at the dorms, Luke hallucinates the trees again and he sees his dead brother Sam, who's not dead. Meanwhile, Marie finds a quiet spot to cry and she's angry because she feels like she messed up her opportunity when all she did was save somebody's life. Luke goes to Brink as Jordan is leaving, and Jordan sees Marie as she goes to Brink and sees Luke. Marie then sees Luke actually kill Brink.
Oh.
He says he had to do it because of the woods. He doesn't want to kill Marie, but Marie saw, and he's like, Marie, why'd you have to see this? Jordan actually steps in, and Luke then thinks Jordan is in on it too, even though Jordan has no clue what's going on. Jordan tells Marie to run. Then Jordan actually fights Luke. Marie runs outside right into Andre. As a fiery Luke walks up, Andre tries to calm him down, and Luke says it wasn't supposed to happen like this. And then he actually hugs Andre, and he's like telling him how much he loves him as a friend. They're just super close friends. And then he whispers something to Andre, and he flies up and explodes himself everywhere.
Woof. How that happened in one episode, huh?
Yeah, cut to Ashley doing PR and saying Luke was a chronic drug user. Godolphin U is still safe.
All right. Interesting first episode. Now that was a lot to happen in episode 1.
Like, that's what I love about these episodes. The boys and Gen V, so much happens.
They know how to pack. Yeah,
episode. And it doesn't. You're enjoying the whole thing.
That it is. So episode 2, the first day, as they clean up Luke, the kids are all looking traumatized as Kate walks up to the bucket of her boyfriend's guts. Woof! Imagine doing that.
Oh, it was like Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street. Ooh, they need a mop.
Oh yeah, that's
Not
still one of like the best kill scenes, just because it's crazy. But you know the blood. Anyways, Ashley is very upset about all the Golden Boy merch that they already bought. She asks how Marie did. The board is re-ranking the children. Andre is now number 1. Ashley asks if the woods was part of the issue, and then she was told it is under investigation. As Marie goes to...
Ashley knows. And if you don't remember Ashley, she's the main PR person in The Boys. She's the one that rips her hair out.
Yeah, poor Ashley. She's both, like, man, great job at making her sympathetic, but she's also really mean. But how much of that is...
assistant Ashley.
But, like, okay, think about it, though. She's kind of a product of her environment, number 1. Number 2... she's so afraid that, and she's just constantly shit on that. I guess she takes it out. I'm not saying it's right, but that's just
takes it out on the person below her.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, she learns from the others that she's in the top 10. Marie does as she goes to walk for her first day. First freshman ever in the top 10. In the background, you see a graffitied Soldier Boy statue. Hey.
Not relevant, but I just wanted to mention it.
As Jordan is at the Brink Memorial, Kate walks about saying she doesn't know why Luke did it. Well, she's lying. Okay. She then sees Jack laughing about how a guy will do anything to get away from Kate.
Not actually Jack, it's Rufus. That's my bad. He's Jack in Supernatural.
I should have
That
caught that. You're right. Yes, because
no, I should have
it's
caught that.
very different because he's very blonde in this too. Is very
And
much
he's a
whoa.
jerk in this. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not your just
Yeah.
dumb
Kudos to
3-year-old.
the actor.
Yeah.
He does a great
Good for
job of
Jack,
going
man. He's
from
doing great
innocent
out
to
there.
Jack, or innocent to Jack,
Yeah.
innocent to jerk.
Kate tells him to get a bat and hit himself in the nuts and yell Jumanji. Then the social media guy gives Marie a phone afterwards. Andre is doing a photo shoot with his dad, who is on the board there. He tells his son that he's proud of him and that he'll be a better polarity than he ever was. Marie is taken to the same room for an interview. They dress her up all nice and pretty and then photograph them both together.
Some Zoolander moments.
Yeah.
Pose for the camera.
Andre and Marie then walk off together and he tells her that Luke told him your dad has it before he killed himself. Ooh.
What does that mean?
He asked his dad if Luke
means.
gave him anything, to which obviously he says, no, what are you talking about, man? Andre would like help figuring out what happened. She tells him Brink was going to expel her. Marie tells Andre, hey, he's going to expel me, to which she had no idea. She tries to distance
But it was
herself.
to save Andre, because Andre's the one that was going to kill that girl.
Yes.
Not intentionally.
Now, she tries to distance herself so she doesn't get kicked out again. They part on not the best of terms, which I feel kind of bad. Marie's there, she's got a lot. She doesn't know what her powers are. She finally finds a friend group, goes out for the first time, and now she's in this mess, right? So kind of isolating. Well, the director of the Vought movies that had sex with Ashley in the bathroom is teaching a class that Emma is actually in, acting for auditions. Back to Marie, her phone pings. She's in the class Brink was going to teach that Jordan kept her out of originally. Dean Shetty is now teaching this class. Interesting.
What does it mean? Who's Dean
Marie,
Shetty?
I don't know. Marie is auditing the junior classes now after what happened with Luke. Jordan confronts her as they did all of the fighting and told Marie, run! Marie makes some good points.
Credit.
Yes. Jordan gets very vulnerable and they all ask her to tell the truth about what they did. Jordan knows that the board doesn't want a they, them at the top, which Ashley did say, to be fair.
You don't remember Jordan is a they, them, because Jordan literally goes male to female. And I love how they do their powers because it is so cool how smooth the switches are.
I agree.
And obviously they're super strong too. They don't just switch between.
That's not their superpower. Like their superpower, they have strength at the same time. So
right.
Yes. Now, the news is asking what Luke's parents did to raise such a killer. God, she was such a sweet boy. I never would have seen it coming. Meanwhile, Andre and Kate would like to also figure out what happened. Everybody, we want to know what happened, man. Well,
nobody knows.
Andre does at least. Emma teams up with the main popular girl. You'll be popular. In the Arts for Vought director class. She tells her she purges, which was not public information at the time. And then this B posted everywhere without her consent. That's messed
Fugly. She wrote it in her burn book. She posted it on the social medias.
If you know what purging is, just look it up. Okay, it's not good. She puked. I know, but I was trying to be sensitive to people who maybe have an issue. It's really
and that's what they're saying too, is because some people are like, well, you have an eating disorder, and she doesn't have a disorder with food, but she does have an insecurity issue that is linked to this because that's how she gets small. But her mom is not nice, and her mom is like, don't get big, because she can also get big.
Yes.
But okay.
Now, Marie talks with the dean in private, acting like she cares. Marie tells her she's doing this all to find her sister. She was adopted, and they have what seems like a genuine moment. Which, after Marie leaves, we see the dean go into the woods. She sees Sam held down as he cries and gets a nail shoved into his back. Well, surprise, the dean's part of it. Yeah.
A lot of surprises.
Are we really surprised? We should never trust anybody in this freaking world, man, okay? At Luke's dorm outside says, murderer. And all of Luke's stuff is gone. Kate acts very confused. She's putting on a good show. Andre is saying that it smells like bleach. Interesting. That's what you do to clean up blood and stuff, all right? They then go outside and notice that the security camera is melted, conveniently, of course. Andre puts it together.
Also been Golden Boy, because remember he catches fire. That's why his suit was so expensive too, because every time he would catch fire, he would get naked.
That's right. Yeah. Well, putting it together, Andre realizes that your dad has it. There's something in his dad's statue in the crotch, because this is the boys' universe. Of course. Come on. That's why. It's a video of Luke. He tells them his brother is in the woods, which is a messed up hospital, and Brink is part of it all. He's about to confront Brink, but says that if this goes sideways, to help Sam. He then tells Andre that he loves him and says to tell Kate he loves her. Aww. It's 8:45.
They show that on the clock that it's 8:45.
Oh, I was like, congrats. It's only 8:08.
But it's relevant later because when they start to realize they're missing parts of
okay.
time.
Marie preps for her interview. She's getting all ready while Andre's on his way until he sees a piece of Luke that they missed and he heads to Brink's
Like
office.
an actual piece of his body that they just
Yes.
did not get scooped up.
He pulls up his file, sees Sam as the kid he and Marie helped stop right before going live. The interview tells her that her sister turned down joining them and said she didn't want anything to do with her, so she sells Jordan out, sticks to the script, knows she messes up, and then goes to the dean and asks if she knew about her sister. The dean of, no, baby
Oh,
girl, I don't know
no, honey.
nothing. Come
I
here for
didn't
a
know she
hug.
was gonna say that.
Andre follows some security guards that took Brink's computer files, sees them kill a janitor. They then catch Andre. However, Kate is there in time to make the security people do some weird stuff. She passes out because she's
It's
pushing too hard.
super weird. When the
And
security guard starts, like, pretending to blow a flashlight or something.
hey, you
It's
know
just
what?
bizarre.
Let's get weird. Get
Alright.
real weird with it, man. So that's the end of episode 2. Yes,
Episode
quite a
6.
bunch.
Hashtag
Yes.
think Brink. It's a flashback from 3 years ago at Sage Grove Center. This is where Stormfront was experimenting on soups. Remember we saw the Russian with the giant penis?
Yes.
Poor MM. So we see Luke there with Kate. Sam is going crazy. It's when everyone found out that their parents gave them Compound V, and Sam is not happy about it. And I love that they tied that in too, because that was a big thing in The Boys. Sam just wants to be a regular kid. Luke calms him down, and then they tase him, which causes Sam to react and kill the guy who tased him. Kate then makes Sam fall asleep. So now we're back to
Oh.
present day. Kate wakes up. Andre then shows Kate that Sam is still alive. Kate is like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. That's crazy. Andre wants to free him. Kate says not to do anything stupid. Then they go at it in a very fun way.
Oh,
Marie
yeah.
comes back to her room to find Emma the size of an ant and starving to death. Next day, Marie goes to the dean's and has some pancakes. So nice of her to do that. She gives Marie props for not breaking during the interview. Marie agrees to go to a fundraiser with her, and there we learn the dean used to have a daughter. Emphasis on used to. Andre's dad gives him crap for missing the interview. Andre lies about it and says he overslept. So remember, Dad knows things, but Dad did not have the info that, Luke
Right.
said, I gave to your dad. So another flashback from 3 years ago, Luke was told Sam actually killed himself. He tells Kate to make him feel better. And she actually says, no, you need to feel this. And I feel like that makes you more so believe that Kate is a good person and she wouldn't use her powers on her friends, even though she is doing that. So as Jordan is in girl form having sex with a dude in her dorm, or their dorm, the guy then just walks through the wall when they end it. Their parents show up unexpectedly. So they kick the boy out and hide all the drug and girl paraphernalia before answering the door in boy form. While having sex as a girl, Jordan even responds in a boy voice to the parents that they'll be right there. So we're at the fundraiser. It just goes to show the kind of environment that Jordan grew up in, and not nice to just push the out. Because
No,
the dad was
not
like,
very
"Oh, the best
nice.
day of my life was the day my son was born." Okay, so it's a fundraiser. The dean has Marie lie about her parents to the donors. Emma's mom tries to get her a reality show about her eating disorder. Jordan's parents pretend they're just a boy. Andre's dad is set on just keeping him number one, and Kate snuck in because her parents have disowned her because she made her brother disappear and never come back on accident. Right. Andre approaches Emma, tells her about Sam, and asks for her help because she can get tiny and sneak in. She's immediately in. She's like, yes, let's do this. She's also
I would do it too.
So a very high little Emma goes and tries to help Sam. She finds him, but he doesn't want to leave because people get hurt when he leaves. So it shows like Sam is not evil. So he's on new meds now, and he feels like he's being good on these new meds and they're helping. Emma lies and says Luke sent her. He knows, he actually knows the codes to get out, which is funny enough, so he could get out. They end up bonding. Andre starts to tell him what's going on. He grabs him and says not to say anything else or he'll get himself killed. Did I make sense or did I skip a line? Emma lies and says Luke sent her. The kid knows the codes. They're on. Yeah. Andre tells his dad what's going on. That's what it is. And his dad's like, what are you doing? This is not a good idea. You're going to get yourself killed. Which sadly we know in season 2 because the actor actually did pass away. So when I rewatched that scene, I was like, ugh, because they're going to have, I'm assuming they're going to have to kill him off the show. I don't know. I'm sure they will do it tastefully, as I know that the whole cast and crew was very, very upset.
Yeah, that's going to be really tough. He was a pretty good actor. I mean, he was in Sabrina as on Netflix is where I really
rewatching it. Yeah, he's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah, and so it will be because obviously at the end, they're all in that room. Not to jump ahead, but it will be really interesting to see what they do. That's really tough.
But I don't think that was their intention. So seeing that line,
well, no, he also plays a really big part in
Oh,
the
it's
show
part,
as
yeah.
well. So
Right. So yeah, Marie tells Kate and Jordan the truth. So they invite her to sit down, the truth about her parents and, that they're dead and that she killed them. They're like, pull up a chair. Kate then tells Marie the first time her powers worked, she told her annoying little brother to go away and never come back, and he did. Her parents never touched her again. They realize Emma is there. Sam tells, like, Emma is in the thing. So the people in the woods are like, oh, would they sense Emma? Sam tells her to run. Andre gets Marie, Jordan, and Kate and tells them Emma's in there. Emma sees the security guy torturing Sam and she attacks and she goes in one ear and out the other.
oh, that was gnarly.
That was
That's a
gnarly.
fun. Okay, if it didn't come with like different ramifications and having to throw up to get smaller and things like that,
She's
it's like
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? Thanks for stealing
Well,
my
maybe
thoughts. We're connected.
Scott should have gone in one ear and out the other. Did you know on the
Yeah,
Mickey boat they actually mentioned that thing about
yeah,
Ant-Man
that
going
was a big thing. There was videos coming out when it first launched. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ant-Man goes up
I was
Thanos' booty hole.
shocked they did that.
Listen, Scott, you could have ended Thanos right then. You could have gone between them cheeks, girl. You could have just done it all.
Or
And
you
then
could have gone in one ear and out the other.
or you could have gone
That would have
in a
been more
different hole,
hygienic.
and then you could have still turn
Yeah.
into Giant Man and blew Thanos
Yeah.
up. No,
Ugh.
he blew
Okay.
himself.
What happened in episode 4? The whole truth.
There. All right. Well, episode 4, the truth and all the truth. So help me God. As they investigate the dead body. Hey, kids, you want to see a dead body? The first theory is Sam killed himself with his member. Wink, his member.
That was what
We
the
then
guy
see a trail of bodies in the woods. These damn woods. They're not like your Harry Potter woods. They're worried Vought will find out, which is when they find a tiny shoe. Who throws a shoe,
like a
honestly?
Barbie shoe. She lost her
Now,
shoe. She's like
Andre
Cinderella.
and the other kids look for Sam and Emma. A passed out tiny Emma wakes up to a normal sized Sam. They're hiding in a movie theater and Sam would like to call Luke, but Emma tells him, hey, remember himself? Sam then loses it. Well, Sam didn't remember, obviously, but Sam killed himself.
Didn't know.
Sam loses it. Emma stays with him. She promises that she will not leave. That's a good thing on her part. Don't leave. Now we get an ad for Tech Knight's show. Yeah, some Tech Knight action. Finally, everyone has been wondering where he was at. The whole truth. He's investigating why Golden Boy killed himself. Tech knows the truth. However, people are still curious. So he wants to do the show despite the dean not wanting him to do so. He asks to talk to Sam. She then finds some movie candy and gets normal sized again, and they bond a bit more.
Emma.
Yeah. Sam goes to get candy and starts to hear that stuff that ain't there. So then he sees Jason Ritter and Puppet Deep on the TV. This is when we get the crazy, the puppet gory dance sequence, musical sequence. They tell him to go kill the doctor who tortures all the kids. He yells at them to shut up until Emma walks up and Sam just, takes off running. A very high Andre
leaps like Superman. I was like, oh, I didn't know you could jump.
It's got ups, man. White people can in fact jump sometimes.
Only
A very high Andre goes to see Kate. He's really worried about Emma. Hey, I'm worried about her. He tells her that his dad knows everything and told him to drop it. Meanwhile, Marie got to see Rufus, aka our beloved Jack, because he's psychic. She gives him one of Emma's Barbie dresses. He can sense she's with a dude, and all of a sudden, Marie wakes up in Rufus's room, and he's just wearing a robe.
Oh, it's bad. It gets bad.
Jordan knocks the door down, rather. Rufus's thing explodes and not in the fun way. Marie does not know how she did that.
Just doesn't know how she got to the room.
Rufus was roofing a little bit. So Tech Knight starts interviewing the kids. Tech Knight can smell Kate on Andre. He then does some interrogation on Marie in a class as an example, which he ends up pulling out of her that Jordan saved the day and not her. Tech tells the dean he can't pin Golden Boy's demise on any of the kids, but he can on the dean, who's figured out Sam escaped the woods. They later meet in the actual woods where the dean says she knows he has a brain tumor, which is causing him to, everything. Which
he does in the comics.
Yes. So
remember, it's like bagels and like a hole in a tree and like any
man.
hole you can find.
He says he'll get off campus and drop the investigation completely, so he spins his special as a mental health tragedy, and Godolkin is awesome. He then proceeds to make sweet, passionate love to a tree, as only Tech Knight can. Andre destroys his dad's statue as Kate is walking up. Jordan then confronts Marie about telling the truth that she stopped Golden Boy. Gasp. Jordan asks what her angle is. Marie says she had There's no angle
I don't
here.
have an angle, dude. I'm a
Just,
freaking
hey,
Marvin
I'm
here.
afraid. Yeah, she's like, I'm afraid. Okay. Jordan goes from girl to guy and kisses Marie. And as they start to go at it, Emma busts in and says Sam went to kill Dr. Cardosa, who Jordan happens to know the address of. Back at Cardosa's home,
Convenient.
Sam shows up, scares his husband and their daughter. The other kids burst up in to try and stop him. Sam tells Kate not to touch him ever again. As Marie, Jordan, and Andre fight with him, Emma shoves food into her mouth. They try to tell him the truth, and then a giant naked Emma holds Sam down, talks to him saying they're in it together, and Marie tells Sam they're in it together, and suddenly she wakes up in bed with Jordan. What the hell is happening here?
A lot of jumps. A lot of jumps. We
What is
don't know
going
what's
on?
happening yet. We're on the same page as everybody else. But yes, I love the giant Emma. So, episode 5, Welcome to the Munster Club. This is where it starts to get fun. So, Kate and Andre wake up, and Kate doesn't know where they are. They're at Dusty's house. Dusty's like Van Wilder, but not
Oh.
attractive. And he actually looks like he's in like high school because he's like 28 or something. They chalk it up to an awesome party, and then they find Jordan and Marie. They
Awesome.
confess that neither of them remember the night before. Emma wakes up giant in the pool. Jordan claims he never blacks or they never black out, and they all thought it was Friday, but it's actually Saturday. While still at the frat house, aka Dusty's house, Sam shows up and apologizes to Emma, but Marie and Emma have no idea who he is. Sam knows that they made them forget. Sam's like, they made you forget. And like Emma and Marie are like, I think you need some help, guy. Sam says he's going to make her remember that she's a hero, and he leaves. So Marie, Jordan, Andre, and Kate try to figure out why they keep blacking out. And then Kate blames Rufus because he was at Dusty's party. Kate says that Rufus basically made her have sex on camera one time, and he then wiped her. She says this is his MO. All of a sudden, Andre is not there anymore. He just disappears. Okay, so now the doctor tells the dean he's super close to finding, this is Dr. Cardosa that they were like, Sam went to go threaten. He tells the dean he's super close to finding a virus that only hurts soups. Now, if you've only watched The Boys and not Gen V, this might sound familiar.
Yep.
He then says he wants Marie, who is much stronger than she realizes as a subject, but the dean says, nope, you can't have that one. Marie and Jordan see Rufus talking to the dean, and they're like, that's suspect. Rufus sees them, and he just takes off running. He does manage to escape. Emma broke the top 100. Woohoo, Emma. Emma
Nice.
then finds the shirt from the drive-in theater where Sam said he met Emma. Oh, and there was like video of Emma chugging beer from an actual keg when she was giant, and people are like, chug, chug. Adorable. Okay, so she finds the shirt from where they met, and Emma notices Marie scratching her neck, to which Marie then feels a blood clot in her shoulder and actually pulls out a tracker. Didn't see that coming.
Whoa.
She tells Kate, of course Kate knows. As
Kate
Marie
knows
goes to
everything,
see if
man.
Kate
She's
has one.
sus.
So she then goes to see if Kate has one, and then Kate apologizes and touches her to make her forget. Marie then bumps into Jordan in the hallway, and Jordan's like, hey, why's your neck bleeding? And Marie doesn't actually know why her neck's bleeding because Kate just made her forget. So this is a point now as the audience, for the first time you're watching it, you now know, oh, Kate, why are you doing that? So she also doesn't remember Rufus anymore, and Jordan thinks Rufus wiped her again. Then she senses Jordan's tracker. So she pulls out Jordan's tracker. The bad people find Sam and kills them all in gruesome puppet fashion, which cuts to gruesome live action. Then he walks away. But it's funny because like little puppet Sam is like ripping out spines, and they're just little like stuffed spines. It would be like if you had like a puppet for like a science class for like children, and it's like, here's the spine, kids, and here's the organs, but it's all actually live action then. Okay,
Right.
so Kate goes to Dean Shetty crying that she hates doing this. I hate doing this, Dean Shetty. Why are you making me do this? You have a choice, Kate. The dean tells her she's the only one who can keep her friends safe, so they're manipulating her. Emma goes to the theater and sees a Barbie shoe. Sam shows up. Sam tells Emma it's not her fault that she forgot because she made Luke forget him too, which is so sad. Kate goes to Andre to just hang out. He says they both should leave the school. Suddenly, Andre gets a text that they found Rufus. Marie and Jordan confront them, and Rufus claims he never touched any of them. He's like, I didn't do anything. I don't know what you guys were talking about. I just work for the dean. Then Emma calls, and she's like, it's not Rufus, it's Kate, because she got the info from Sam. Enter Andre, who then attacks Rufus. When Marie and Jordan tell him it's Kate, like, dude, chill, it's not him, it's Kate. Kate actually does confess and gives Andre his memories back. Her eyes go very red because this is a lot, like whenever she overworks, like her eyes start to bleed. So she does give Andre her memories back. So you feel like she's redeeming herself. He calls her an effing monster and leaves. Episode 6.
Oh. Jumanji. Kate restores everybody's memory as well and starts to get a little woo woozy, man.
A little woozy
She
over
was
here.
telling them she was trying to do the right thing. Andre is rightfully pissed off,
Sure
and
can.
Marie would like to give her the benefit of the doubt, to which Kate starts having a seizure because she did too much, so Marie goes to stabilize her. Dr. Cardoso shows
Calm the
Dean
blood
Shetty
down.
that the virus works. Only soups are vulnerable. Normies are good. The Dean wants it
Woohoo.
worse, though. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Kate's awake for a second and then vanishes as the wall comes down, and they all step outside as the house vanishes with it. They're suddenly in Kate's memory of her brother disappearing. Somehow they have entered Kate's mind.
Yes. So
Soldier
Kate like
Boy is
passed
here.
out and they all got sucked in there. Yes. And who showed up?
Soldier Boy up in this hole. After
Oh.
talking about Kate's Soldier Boy pillow, he tells Andre Kate loves him, and he tells them to figure out why they're there before they got stuck. The lightning is a burst blood vessel. If she becomes a vegetable, they're then done as well. Soldier Boy then, so the Sen
Bursts.
Soldier Boy bursts.
Not
Jeez,
in a
sorry.
fun way.
Nope,
That.
unfortunately. Another Kate memory shows up, and we see her locked in her room. Her mom is scared of her, and Dean Shetty comes in, takes off her gloves, and gives her a pill to stop the voices and hugs her. Suddenly, they are then in class, and Luke is there with Kate. They meet for the first time, and Luke suddenly tells Andre that he misses him. We learn that Andre and Kate were fooling around before Luke died, and this
Andre.
Luke in her head knew about it. Luke kills Dusty. The others run. Suddenly, we're in
Forget about
Jordan's memory. You do.
Dusty's never mentioned again. R.I.P. Dusty.
Luke is yelling at Brink, and Jordan gasses him. Brink tells Jordan that Luke's getting treatments, and sometimes they're too much. He then tells Jordan that they're the new TA and to keep this a secret. Jordan then calls themselves a coward.
Because you see, male Jordan is the one, Jordan in male form is the one that's in the memory. And
Yes.
then when they face this memory, so they're each going through a memory of their own. When they
Which is
face
crazy.
this memory, you have Jordan in female form. So it's kind of cool because then you see them together and they're like calling themselves like you're being a coward, or you were a coward, like you covered this up because you're a
Yeah.
coward.
All right. Well, in the real world, Kate was crying blood, and Andre, Jordan, and Marie are in the woods. They see that Sam and Luke are being experimented on, and Kate is there and makes him forget all about it and tells him that his brother is dead, which is pretty messed up. You just see her telling Luke to forget over and over. She tells the Dean and Brink that Luke is remembering, to which the Dean tells Kate to make them forget and looks at Marie, Andre, and Jordan. They then run as well. Marie sees a door that she knows it's in the bathroom that her parents died in. Her parents are, in fact, dead. There's blood everywhere. Her sister's on the floor crying. It's a whole mess, a whole big thing.
It's like what you imagine from Country Bear Jamboree. There's blood
Oh.
on the sea. This is why there's blood everywhere. We finally figured it out.
We figured it out. This was the song. Well, not very
Mystery
Disney.
is solved.
Marie tells them it wasn't her fault and she didn't understand her powers. Marie then
wasn't
starts
you.
yelling at Kate that she didn't do it. And, she didn't understand. They're trying to wake up Kate, tells them to leave and that she doesn't want to wake up. Andre tells her no. He tells her to wake the frick up. She does, and then they all wake up. Her eyes are bleeding. Emma and Sam walk in and see Kate and lose it. They all attack to stop him, to which Emma talks him down. Marie says to earn their trust back, she needs to start talking about the damn woods. Dean Shetty is in charge of the woods, and back in these woods, the virus killed a soup. The Dean then asks the doctor to make it contagious.
Make it contagious.
I wonder if that's got to play into the boys somehow.
It does.
I know.
The virus?
Yes, I know.
Like, did you watch The Boys? We do talk about that in the Boys. The Boys recap is very, very, very short. We're not trying to spoil that. Episode 7. So we have 2 episodes left. Then a short recap about the Boys. We see someone get thrown into a room with other teens and young adults. One of them says, "Try not to breathe," as someone comes out covered in boils and vomiting. Someone begs for their life in there and apologizes. The doctor explains it transfers through bodily fluids, obviously talking about the virus. The Dean wants it airborne. She's like, let's get this thing out.
Let's go.
Vought is unaware of actually what they're doing because obviously Vought wouldn't want all their soups killed. The Dean gets a call from Kate asking to come over. She tells Kate, just go to my house and wait for me. I'll be there soon. Despite telling the Dean she took her meds, she clearly did not. She's like, those meds are making me foggy. She's been trying to keep me calm. So the news is talking about Victoria Newman because, she's running for president with Robert Singer, aka Bobby.
Yes.
So Kate is sitting with Andre, Jordan, and Marie and trying not to read their minds because that was the voices. She didn't have voices like Sam. She has voices like she can read people's minds. And she doesn't, that can drive somebody crazy. So she's trying not to do that, but it's very difficult without these meds. Jordan and Marie then sneak into Dean Shetty's office for some stuff to try to expose her. Marie finds a file about the transoceanic flight that crashed Her husband and daughter were on that flight.
Not
This was the
quite the
flight.
crash it's played out to be, is it?
Tis not. This was the flight Homelander and Maeve were supposed to rescue, but Homelander's heat vision killed the stuff in the cockpit, and they let the plane crash.
wreckage, brother.
I feel like Homelander could have saved that plane if he wanted to. I feel
He
like he could
could
have flown
have.
under it and just gently guided it down.
He could have, yes.
So, while finding this, the doctor, not the doctor who is actually very drunk, comes into her office, pees in something, and he's not very happy with the dean. So now we see Emma. So Emma hides Sam in her dorm and tells him, "Don't leave, stay here, you'll be safe." But he hears a girl scream out in the hallway. He goes running out there, and everybody's sledding in the hallway, as one does when you have super powered
It's true.
people living in the dorms. The party then moves, and Rufus tells Sam that Emma is going to be at the party where they're going. They're actually not going to a party. They're going to see
Nope.
Newman.
Newman.
Newman. So he goes. Emma comes back and he's gone. She starts to freak out. Turns out he's at the Newman interview. That's the party, which all the kids are going nuts at. And Sam asks why they're going nuts. And Rufus explains it's because she wants to control superhumans. Remember, at this point, they don't know Newman is a soup. They find that out in season 4. So Marie sneaks in to talk to Newman, and Emma she does find Sam. The dean manages. So where the dean actually was when she's like, just go to my house, she was meeting Mallory. Remember Mallory?
I do.
So she's meeting Mallory. She tells Mallory about the virus. Anybody who doesn't remember her, she's the one whose grandkids died via lamplighter, and she was working with Butcher, but she actually hates Butcher. And then she was keeping Homelander's son for a little while, whose name I'm blanking on at the moment.
Yeah, we don't care. He's an a-hole right now anyways.
No, he's a sweet kid. Okay. So Mallory tells her, calm the rage. And she basically tells her, you're becoming somebody I know. She's referring to Butcher, but she doesn't actually say Butcher. Mallory then ends the meeting, which she was recording for someone on the phone. Cameron Coleman. Oh, poor Cameron Coleman. He sits down with Polarity. This is the guy, the news anchor on all the Vought News stuff. And he's a big fan of certain Homelander-sized adult toys. So Cameron Coleman sits down with Polarity. On Andre's dad
got a Homelander pillow with attachments.
Ooh. All right, so Andre's dad has a seizure on live TV. Andre sees this and goes running to him. The ambulance is going haywire, though, because he's seizing, his powers are acting up. So Andre and his dad have the same powers, so Andre's trying to keep the ambulance as stable as possible. Dean Shetty then comes home to find Kate, and she claims that her and Kate are going to leave soon. She also claims she sees Kate as a daughter. Even though she's been manipulating her, Kate can tell she's actually being truthful, so she does seem to, for some reason, care about this particular soup. Marie and Newman actually get a chance to sit down. Newman tells her she can see what's in people's blood, which leads to her learning that Newman is a soup with the same exact powers. And again, remember, Newman is not out and proud at this point, but she tells Marie. And she's the one that helped her get into Godolphin. So that's fun. They bond, and then Marie tells Newman about the woods and the soup virus. Newman tells her she'll take it from here. And then she tells Marie to go back to being a student because the first Black woman in the 7 with the VP as a friend, that's power. So, like, keep your mouth shut, be good. Eventually, the two of us together will have a lot of power.
That's power, baby.
Stay in touch. So back to Marie, Jordan, Sam, and Emma. They go to the dean's house to meet Kate, who now has Shetty under control. She tells Shetty that the school, or she has Shetty tell all them the school is simply a front for them to research soups. So this is not a college.
Yeah.
This is an experiment. She then tells him she wants the soup virus to spread everywhere and kill all the soups because she wants Homelander dead because he took down that plane. She then says they all leave a path of destruction wherever they go. She wanted Kate to go kill everyone in the woods. Kate refused. Kate then made her slit her own throat. Marie begs to save her. She's like, let me save her. And Kate won't let her. Kate makes it so that she dies. Sam says it was justice. Sam's glad she died. So this is where you start to see Kate and Sam bond and go against everybody else. And that's because Kate and Sam were personally victimized by the dean, and the rest of them were not in the same way personally victimized. Newman gets the virus from the doctor, and he asks her to keep him and his family in witness protection. She's like, yeah, sure, of course. She then asks if he's the only person who can replicate it. He says yes. Suddenly his nose starts to bleed, and pop.
Boom! Leading us into the Guardians of Godolphin.
Episode 8. The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which Kate says, in her mind, she's being a hero. Sam decides, hey, I also want to be a hero as well. And they're going to go free the woods, okay? Off they go into the woods, over the river and into the woods. They open all of the cells and free the prisoners. Sam hallucinates Luke, who he's like his Jiminy Cricket, some might say.
Sure you want to do that?
Kate, you sure
Yeah.
about that? Kate tells all the prisoner soups that they are superior to humans. One of them walks outside, finds a non-soup, and instantly kills
It's
her.
like, are you a superhero or a soup? No, I'm human. Dead.
Andre's dad, Polarity, was apparently damaging his brain every time that he used his powers. He then asks Andre about his powers, as he could be on the same path. His dad apologizes about the woods and him staying quiet. He said he did it to protect him. Ashley and others are going through potential Seven files at Godolphin. During this, they find out what's going on campus. Kate gets the social media guy to eat his own device he uses against soups, and his head then also goes kaboom.
Because he has this thing
And
that you set it off and it makes a sound that only soups hear. And then he had put the device into one of the soup's mouth and their head explode. So Kate has
crazy.
him put it in his own head and it explodes.
Well, Sam goes to choke out the director guy. Emma then walks in and stops him. Sam starts yelling about how he was experimented on and tortured. He then tells her that she's not a hero and he walks away. All of a sudden, she just shrinks. Kate calls Andre and tells him she freed the woods and he should join her. Kate offers to help Sam and he takes it. She tells him to feel nothing. He says he feels nothing and that feels good. Interesting. As more woods people go on a killing rampage, Marie hits something that causes the door to close and a loud sound to go off that only impacts soups. Until a soup screams and breaks all of the speakers, Ashley tells Ashley to find Homelander and says, whoever kills these rogues, yes,
Remember?
has a spot on the 7. She then calls Marie and says that she can be on the 7 if she stops this, and she says she'll get her a meeting with her sister. Interesting.
You know, she could be lying. She's just trying to save her life.
Of course. As Kate assists a helicopter in being taken down, Andre helps to land it, despite the fact that he now knows it's killing him. Kate sicks Maverick onto Marie, who's Translucent's son, and Andre goes after Kate. Marie focuses and can see Maverick's blood, knocks him out, which then shows he's, of course, naked. Sam attacks Andre at this point, and Andre manages to take him out as well. As Kate and Marie argue, Jordan gets attacked. Marie then runs to her and she then pulls blood out of the dead soups on the ground and stops another soup from killing a helicopter full of human beings. As Kate goes to touch Jordan, Marie goes to stop her, and boom, there goes her hand. She now has.
I love that scene because Marie, you see her pull all the blood out and just
yeah, well, it was like kind of like an accident too. She didn't. It doesn't seem like she even meant to do that. She was just trying to stop. Like, hey, stop.
Well, I think she did mean to do that because she was trying to stop that person. But then the director guy's like, I'm definitely putting that in my next movie or whatever it was. And also, keeping Emma shrunk without puking.
Oh, that's right. So, yeah. That's the big part.
Like it was an emotional moment. So maybe emotions. I can't wait to learn more about that with her in the next season.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, now, I loved
because go ahead.
You see that moment where like Jordan and Marie are having a moment of like, we're better together. Like they're doing good. Like I like them as a couple. And then when Kate goes to touch Jordan, I'm like, no. And then I did not expect the hand to be kept
right off, dude. Oh yeah. This is when Homelander enters and looks at Marie and says, what kind of animal are you? Because she attacked her own, it's like a very twisted Magneto. He then lasers Marie, which cut to the news. They report that 4 students went on a killing spree. The 4 of them are Marie, Emma, Andre, and Jordan. The new guardians of Godolphin are Kate and Sam. The 4 killers wake up in a hospital room with no doors on them. They are confused. They can't get out. Don't know what's going on. And the end credit scene here is that Billy Butcher is in the woods. And he says, what a bunch of see you next Tuesdays.
It's his favorite word.
It is. It's Australia.
Okay, so here's some spoilers for The Boys Season 4. This is Gen V in The Boys Season 4. So we see Tech Knight is doing a show investigating where the 4 Godolphin students have gone. We don't learn much from that. But then we also learn that Tech Knight does have a sex dungeon and was getting paid by Vought to use his prisons as internment camps. His version of Alfred then kills him, and he lets Starlight, Huey, and Kimiko get away as he tells them Tech Knight's safe word was Zendaya. His safe word's not relevant to the story, but I just wanted to remind everybody of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good safe word, right?
Well, because remember, he thought Huey was their version of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We also see Kate and Sam in the Vought Tower in the 7 meeting room as Homelander talks how they have to save America and the world for the kids. They say they'll answer the call when he needs them. And then we see the Deep and Firecracker beat the poor news guy to death. That is Cameron Coleman.
That's tough.
So the soup virus is relevant in this season as well. Very relevant. We see Newman get it from the doctor in Gen V. She then has another doctor, the one at the farm with all the killer animals, experiment on it. Butcher and his friends do tie up that doctor. However, he won't make more of the virus because, of course, Butcher wants it to kill Homelander. The guy then actually stabs Kamiko with it in the leg. Frenchie quickly chops off the leg, Walking Dead style, to save her. And then Frenchie himself tries to experiment on the leg to experiment on the virus, but does not have much luck. However, the last bit of it that Newman has, Butcher takes after he kills her. Remember when all the like tentacle things came out and whatnot? So again, he needs the virus to be Homelander strong. At the very
Yeah.
end of season 4, as the boys all go in different directions, and obviously when I say the boys, that now includes not only Kamiko but also Starlight. So they're all going in different directions. We see Kamiko and Frenchie get ambushed, and Kate just whispers something into Frenchie's ear, and he follows her. And this is so freaking heartbreaking because then you actually see Kamiko audibly scream after him, and Sam's holding her back while she's actually making the first sound she's made in years. And her and Frenchie had also just gotten like together, had just decided that they were
Yeah.
going to be a couple after all the ups and downs with the other guy who he was dating, who like, oh my gosh, I forgot about all that too. Remember he
I do.
killed
Yeah.
the parents and the sister?
Yes.
Woo!
Yes. And he confessed
That was
it.
crazy. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Frenchie.
That's
Okay.
tough.
So, meanwhile, the giant Russian PP takes down MM. The angry bald lady from the Sage Place gets Huey as he gives Starlight a nod to go ahead and take off, and she does. And we see Butcher driving away with his imaginary friend Kessler, played by Jeffrey Morgan, in the back seat, all while Firecracker gives a speech on Bot News about making America super again. Then the best post-credit scene ever, we see a sleeping beauty himself, Soldier Boy.
He's just all peaceful there. Here I am. Yes. So that's kind of the rundown here. You can read more about, Gen V. Lauren's got some good stuff on nerdinitiative.com. And
just dropped
like I
the
said,
5 best moments of season 1.
yes, and she will have your recaps. She'll have your spoiler-free season review, as well, getting ready for the season on September 17th. And if you want more, just make sure you're following us on social media. Lauren will be doing some TikToks, I am sure, at the same time. I'll name TikToks and all that good stuff. Next week, we are going to talk about some Marvel Zombies in the comic world because we're going to get ready for Marvel Zombies, the 4 episodes that are going to come out. We're going to switch gears. And that's
Halloween.
I was going to say, that's a pretty solid segue into our Halloween episodes. So good time. If you'd like to join our Patreon, we will be doing Beer Fest for Patrick's birthday. He's a patron of ours. We will be having fun with that. And then I know we're going to do Screenboat at some point too. I know we didn't do August. Sorry, Riley. Life is busy, man. Apologies, but we do our best. So support the show that way. We will catch you guys next week talking Marvel Zombies. Cheers.